Hi and welcome to Mogat Farms. It's a beautiful day here on the farm. It's dark, it's the evening. We tried to do a live, I couldn't pull it off. I'm so sorry. Today in the video, I'm gonna do this as a live. So I'm gonna try my very best to not do any editing. If I glitch, it's only because I haven't gotten any rest. It's been a crazy couple of days. Just to get you up to speed, lambs are coming. We're getting a few every other day now. We've got 2 house lambs. That's interesting in itself. Thankfully, we've got a dairy cow and we're able to feed that milk to those bottle babies, which is gonna be great. We have 2 of them. One's a boy, one's a girl. One's really small, one's pretty big. Kind of neat. I can't show you that in the video, but hopefully I'll be able to do that here pretty soon. The rest of this video is gonna be about maple syrup. Oh, no, I'm still telling you. See, there's a glitch in my brain. When I do a video, I would normally edit that out. So let me kind of scrub it, okay? Here we go. So, this week has been crazy. I mean crazy. We finished our tapping. We did some leak detection. We're not where we want to be, so we still have a couple more days of doing that, but the water is rolling in. I'll show you that in just a couple of minutes. We had a windstorm for 2 days, and I'm telling you, it was absolutely crazy. I mean crazy. It blew shingles off all sorts of buildings. We don't have that many buildings, but we have a shed. We have our chicken house got, oh gosh, the chicken tractor, the metal blew off of that, where the ducks stay and the geese, it lifted it completely off and took it down the pasture, put it up against a fence. Cottage got a lot of shingles off. I don't know that I'll get a video about that, but certainly I would like to show that to you because it blew them off the front and the back. And when the snow melted, it looks like someone kind of sprinkled shingles all over the place. We still have snow. It's in the 40s, that's Fahrenheit, and it's foggy, really foggy out here. Like I said, we were getting a lot of water in. I'm making syrup for the first time. I was really hopeful that I could do a live stream with my phone, but my phone is so old I can't do it, and my iPad is probably as old as my phone, so I'm gonna work on that and we'll see if we can do a live here pretty soon. Since we're treating this as a live, let me show you what's going on inside the barn as far as making maple syrup. Here we go. So we're in the barn, we're going out here. We're gonna look in this room real quick. This is the reverse osmosis machine. It is being cleaned right now. Over inside of here is the permeate. That's some pretty blue water. I'm trying to get my wife to go in there and do a cold plunge. I think it'd be hilarious. Yeah, it really would. The temperature of that water right now is probably around 38 degrees. So I'm thinking it would work. Let me give you a quick overall of the whole barn. All right, right behind me is Big Shiny. It all got cleaned today. That was a nightmare, let me tell you what. Let's see what else we got. We got our monitoring system going on. I'll do a video about that pretty soon if you're interested. We do electronically monitor our trees, and that gives us the ability to understand what the temperature is and what the vacuum is on a given lateral. It's kind of neat. Let me know in the comments if you want me to do a video on that. Big Shiny's up and running. We've been going now for probably 2.5 hours, maybe, okay, I'm wrong. Probably 3 hours, 3 or 4 hours. I don't know what time it is this evening, but certainly it's been going for a while. I've already made a couple of kegs. Let me show you how the water flows into our barn. So, coming into the barn, we have 2 lines. I'm gonna show them to you. They're up here on the ladder. Okay. That's our extractor. The vacuum pump's on the other side of the wall. Behind it, you see 2 lines coming in. Let me see if I can get you up there a little closer. If you look inside of there, I know I'm about to fall. You can see the water's flowing pretty good. What it does is it goes into these 2 socks, which does a pre-filter for any kind of big stuff, which might be, it could be some of the shards from, see, I would normally have edited that out. It would be some of the shards of the wood chips as we are tapping. And so that's gonna get caught in there before it goes into the RO. So once it goes into these 2 guys right over here, these sock filters, we start filling up the tank below. This tank is a 5,000 gallon tank. It's our main sap holding tank. Now, right back over here, we're not gonna come back up here. That's our concentrate tank. It's about 600 gallons, and that's where the concentrate goes when we RO it. So the way this works is water comes in here, it's pre-filtered, it goes across the floor in a hose, that you can see right down there. So it shoots over there, goes through that wall, goes to the RO machine where the RO works. It's magic, if you will. Concentrate goes in here. The cold plunge water goes in there. We use the cold plunge water, which is RO'd water, perfectly good to drink. We use that water to clean the machine. Concentrate goes right through this tube right here into the evaporator. Now, once we get in the evaporator, let me show it to you. Here we are at the evaporator. We're on the back side. Now, what you're seeing is syrup boiling. In addition to that boil, we use, you can hear the air right here. And I know it's really loud. Hopefully this audio is gonna work. You can hear the air coming out. We're bleeding a little bit of it off. We use an air injection system in order to keep the pans as clean as we can so that we get very clean syrup. Now, just as a general overall, most of the work is done in the back of the reverse osmosis. In the back of the evaporator. Once it gets to the finishing pans here on the front, we can draw it off, and that's what we're doing right now. That right there is maple syrup. This is about 5 gallons. In just a moment, I'm gonna filter it through our new filter press. It's gonna go into this keg right here. It's gonna take forever to do it, but it's gonna do that. The reason that's gonna take forever is because I messed it up when I charged it. I'll do a video on that pretty soon, but rest assured, I did mess it up. At any rate, let me keep on going with how the process works. Once it goes into this keg right here, we then lay them on their sides. You can see we've already filled 2 kegs. Based on the amount of sugar water we've got up there, or that concentrate, we should get at least 1, which is right there, and potentially another keg, which would make it 60 gallons on our first night. For us, that's huge, it really is. Normally, I don't make syrup on the first night. I usually get my rig here primed so that my second, third, fourth night and thereon, I'm making syrup. But we had such a great water run so far that we're able to make syrup tonight. Now, if you want some, I'm saying if you want, we're probably gonna do some videos on the reverse osmosis as well as some more of the other processes. Do let me know what you think would be a really good video and I'll make it. Right now, I'm gonna show you the filtering process. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna set you down somewhere. I gotta figure out where I can put you because we're gonna be pulling it from there, going through there, into right there. All right. Coming out of syrup, we put some DE or diatomaceous earth in here. It's going down through there into the bottom of the pump. It's going through the filter press. It's coming back out here, and this is what it looks like. I don't know if you can see that, but that's pretty clear. That is beautiful syrup. Let me see if I can get a light on you. That didn't work, did it? Here we go. Now maybe you can see that syrup. Oops, that was bad. That's my pancakes for the morning. So I've got this new filter press. I'm still learning the thing. I've always had problems filtering our syrup. I don't know why, but I have. Hopefully this is gonna solve a lot of our problems. It is 2.5 times bigger than our old press, which means we should be able to press syrup faster, or at least easier. That's the pressure that's in there right now. Once this has to get to 60 PSI, we're gonna shut it down and clean it up. All right, I'm so sorry. I'm guessing you probably missed a little bit of that. When the filter press pressure gets to 60 PSI, I'm gonna shut this thing down and clean it up. Hopefully I can get all my syrup pressed tonight and into the kegs. That's one thing we like to do, is not put dirty syrup into a keg. We want all that syrup as clean as possible. That way, when we go to pull it out, we don't have to do a whole lot of filtering. Now, one thing that we do with every one of our kegs is we label them. You see the blue label right there? That label is gonna be this year's color. On that label is gonna be the batch number and the keg of that batch. We're also going to use one of these glass bottles. Let me show it to you. This right here is a 2-ounce glass bottle that when we're done tonight will represent what's in these 4 or 5 kegs, however many we make, so that when we go to bottle the next time, we can match up the colors and get the syrup that's the exact same color into the bottle. One of the things we don't do here on the farm is blend our syrups, meaning a dark and a light to get a medium. We don't do that. We bottle what we got that night. So for instance, what's coming out right now is a light syrup. And that light syrup is what you're gonna get in the bottle, at least in the near future, let me say that, because I'm not bottling for a couple of days. You might have heard a releaser go off up there. What's happening is we're putting vacuum on the lines. That releaser will, it's kind of like, it's hard to really explain. That releaser maintains vacuum on the lines, enables what's in the releaser to drop the water out, and then it sucks it back up and continues pulling vacuum on the lines. So it's not a huge fluctuation on the lines, but you hear it sort of like a toilet, kind of flushes, drops all that water in, sucks it back up and keeps on doing its job. It's pretty cool. So I'm gonna back up so you can get a kind of an idea of what we got going on. Normally at a night, I would be sitting about right here. And the reason I'd be sitting here is I can see my sight glasses on both of those. I see my temperature coming off on the auto draw. In that room, I can see the RO. Up here, I can see, what is that? I can see my monitoring system and my extractor, my concentrate tank, and the main tank. There's a lot of things happening. You can hear the compressor in the background. We've got the air pump going for the bubbler or the air injection system. We have obviously the evaporator going and the vacuum pump going. The RO is going, and pretty much we're sucking a lot of electricity at this point in the day. The rest of the year, we don't use this much electricity. It's kind of funny. But the maple season, my bill goes way up. But it's okay, because it's part of what we do and how we do what we do. I am so sorry that we were unable to do a live for everybody. So please forgive me on that one. We're gonna work that out. Eventually we'll be able to do a live when we're making some syrup. Emily will film it or do the camera part. I'm not sure how we're gonna do it. We gotta figure that out. But once we get that done, we're gonna share with you exactly how it's going, and hopefully we'll be able to interact as well. I'm really grateful that you took time out of your day to watch our video. We really appreciate it. Do consider giving us a thumbs up, and until next time, God bless you.